Chris Pratt stood up for one of his Parks and Rec co-stars in the face of mean jokes. And this story is sweeter than a child-sized soda from Pawnee. I know that Chris Pratt is a bit of a divisive figure these days, but you have to admit he's a good guy for doing this back on Parks and Recreation. Basically, Pratt's co-star Jim O'Heir recently came out with a new oral history about the show called Welcome to Pawnee, Stories of Friendship, Waffles, and Parks and Recreation. If you've never seen the series, O'Heir's character Jerry was a bit of a punching bag and was often the butt of jokes, like the fart attack, for example. And in the book, O'Heir praises Chris Pratt for standing up for him. O'Heir says, quote, "I remember you, particularly more than some others, being worried about some of the Jerry bits being mean. I remember you saying, 'Jimmy, you okay with these? Do you remember that feeling at all?' And Chris Pratt responds, I do. I was concerned in some ways of those moments because I care about you and I love you. And I knew that there were some jokes that were like mean, but meaner than they were funny. If it's a joke, it's funny. But if it's mean for the sake of being mean, well, I'm not a huge fan of mean-spirited humor, and I just wanted to check in on you." Chris Pratt went on, "There was one time where I put my foot down on something. There was that time you used the printer and it says something like Jerry sucks on a piece of paper. And I just said, I don't think that's funny. I don't know about it. For the most part, I rolled with it, but there were a couple of times where I think it went too far and I was concerned for you." Jim O'Heir went on to say that he didn't take the show's jokes on his character personally, but he did appreciate Chris Pratt for speaking out. Quote, "Just so you know, that meant the world to me. You checked in on me, Amy Poehler checked in on me, and it's not like I expected everyone to check in on me, but the fact that you did was so special. You have the biggest heart, and I don't mean it from a medical perspective."